Number 1. The Cornfield. My girlfriend and I spent the day with my family members about 2 hours away from home. We left their house at about 9 p.m. They live pretty much in the middle of nowhere. The roads around there don't have much traffic, especially at night. As we were driving, we noticed a man standing on the side of the road looking towards a cornfield. He wasn't wearing a shirt and had on a dirty, bloody-looking rag tied on his upper arm and holding a gun. The speed limit on this road is 30 miles per hour, so we weren't driving very fast. As we passed this guy, he starts chasing our car. We heard a loud pop noise and realized it was the gun, so I floored it and tried to get out of there as soon as I could. About 5 minutes later, a truck comes up behind us. I got a little nervous but just assumed I was being paranoid. I was wrong. This truck starts tailing our car. There were plenty of times he could have just passed, but didn't. He followed us for about 30 minutes. As this was going on, we were debating whether we should pull over, go home, or go to the police station. Luckily though, we came to a small town and the truck starts to back off a bit. But that didn't last long. Once we hit another back road, he inched back up onto us. Then all of a sudden, the truck's headlights turned off but kept following us. I looked away for less than a minute to get my phone out of my pocket when I looked up and the truck was gone. Neither of us saw where the truck went, so we decided to drive to a 24-hour grocery store where there were lights and called the police with our phone. Once the police arrived, they followed us to our house. As we were walking towards our front door, we saw footprints in the mud and the glass broken on our window. We walked to the door and there was a note. It said, "Never come back." Number 2. Unlocked. This happened to me when I was 15 years old. I'm currently 21. My parents were working most of the time, leaving me home alone with my dog. One time I got sick, so I stayed home from school. My mom woke me up at 7 a.m. telling me where my medicine is and to take the dog out for a walk at least 2 times throughout the day. When she left, I slept for about 2 more hours. When I woke up, I took my medicine and got ready to walk my dog. It was in January, so we had plenty of snow. I walked my dog, got some lunch, and then sat down to watch some TV. At about 2 p.m., I got a phone call from my mom telling me she won't be home till late. My dad also wasn't coming home because sometimes he works overnight. I spent most of my day doing pretty much nothing. At 10 p.m., I was going to walk my dog again. It was late, so it was pretty dark outside. We went to our city park. I sat on a bench and let my dog sniff around for a bit. This is where things get really weird. I sat there for about 5 minutes when this older man with a brown jacket and a bald head came and sat right next to me. I thought, okay, he's probably just on a walk or something. I was checking my phone, but I felt like he was looking at me. I looked at him, and I was right. He was looking straight into my eyes. I got a little freaked out, so I just got up and started walking home. When I looked over my shoulder, he was still staring at me and smiling, but this time waving. I looked away and started walking faster to get home as soon as I could. When I got home, I quickly erased that weird guy from my mind. I took a shower and went to my bed to watch some movies. While in the middle of the movie, I heard someone outside the main door on the stairs. I didn't care though. I figured someone was just outside walking home from work. I fell asleep. I woke up about an hour later, hearing some voices right next to our main door. I didn't know what that was or if it was the TV, but I couldn't find the remote, so I got up to turn it off. When I did, I heard the voices much clearer, but still couldn't understand what they were saying. I couldn't have been our neighbors because they were out of town that week. The voices stopped after a while though, so I calmed down. I went to the bathroom, but when I got out, I heard a noise coming from my parents' bedroom. Did my mom come home? I went in to look inside just to find a man opening all our drawers. I froze in place, but he still didn't notice me. It was the same man I saw in the park. I tried to back up from the door, but it creaked. The man then looked at me and smiled. After about a second, he turned and then ran out of the front door, which later I realized I left unlocked. Number 3. The photos. Today I got off work and noticed my girlfriend, who lives in China, had sent me a ton of messages on QQ, which is a Chinese social network. It was strange to me since she had gone to sleep at about 9 a.m. my time and told me she'd been up since 4 a.m. It said she had sent me a ton of messages around 1 a.m. her time. Normally she would not do anything like this, so I knew something was strange. So I opened my phone thinking she had just had a bad dream or something, but nothing prepared me for what I was about to see. She messaged me in a very distressed and confused tone, saying that I should look on this Chinese forum post this anonymous guy sent her, since there was photos of us on there. I opened up the link she sent and suddenly I felt my whole body freeze. Photos of us, hundreds of them, taken by someone else. The first few photos looked like someone had just taken them from behind us while we were walking together. The more I scrolled, the creepier it got. Photos of us at parks, movie theaters, sushi restaurants, pretty much every single public place I had ever been with her. I was completely creeped out by this point. This person seemed to have taken photos of us every time we went on a date together. But it even got worse. I then saw the worst photos of them all. Photos of us in my room hanging out, sleeping together, and even having sex. My room was on the 5th floor of the residence at the college I was at, with no buildings behind it. I normally kept my blinds open all the time because I liked the sunlight and did not fear anyone looking in. I was wrong. I asked my girlfriend if she had ever noticed anyone stalking us when she was here, but she said no. I have no idea how we never noticed this person stalking us everywhere. We are now constantly looking over our shoulders. Thanks guys, please share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And remember, never forget to lock your doors.